Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Last time we had Heaven is at Hand. 3 days until the new moon. And what does that mean? Well, not much, honestly. I don't know. It's a weird title. I mean, it's fine, but it's just like... I don't know. It's just like... It's a very non-descriptive title, but... No. Anyway... they went to a hospital where Poochie was. Poochie was with the last of Dio's sons, Versus, and Versus unlocked his stand, which is, it conjures illusions of how people died. So, underneath the ground, he conjured an airplane that ended up crashing, and now Jolene and Hermes are on that plane, and it's not a good thing. So, yeah. Anyway, that is pretty much it. Like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure, so let's just go ahead and jump right into this episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Here we go.
Destiny is mine. 恐れしても全ての未来途切れぬより Should I friend of life?
Okay. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna put it out there. I preferred the prison. I think the prison setting was way better for this part. Now that we're out of it, like, I mean, it's fine. I didn't dislike this episode. You know what? Okay. I will say, I think I care about Versus about as much as Poochie does, which I guess is okay. I guess that's kind of the point, you know? Oh, my nose is all stuffy. I'm all sniffly. But yeah, it's like, I guess I care about him as much as Poochie does, in that I don't really. Like, he's okay. I will say he's definitely got that. You know, he's kind of got that. What was it? Enigma, Mysterio, whatever. What the one guy who was the Steely Dan of Part 4? He's kind of got that energy of like, oh, I'm so cool. I'm so amazing with my ability and stuff. It's like, bitch, you've had this for like, what, 10 minutes? I mean, considering this entire episode was technically only 2 minutes long because of the clock on the plane, it's like, yeah, that probably was about 10 minutes that he unlocked his stand. Also, I don't understand his backstory. It's like, oh, the reason all these terrible things happened to me was because of my stand. It's like, okay, but someone legitimately tossed those sneakers and they landed on you, and you know, that person deliberately hid the knife in the ground, you know? Like, neither of those things have anything to do with your stand, so... But I do kind of like that he wasn't just on board with Poochie. Like, you know, he is a little cocky. He is a little cocky because he understands, you know, his lineage. He understands what it means to be the son of Dio. You know, I mean, basically, the son of a 100-year-old vampire, you know? Like, that's the thing. That is... And technically, I think he has more understanding than Giorno. I don't know if Giorno really knew who Dio was, you know? And I think that's just because, you know, the only reason Giorno is Dio's son is so that... Sorry. I swear to God, that is my belt. That noise is my belt rubbing against the plastic of this chair. So, anyway. But, like, Giorno was only the son of Dio so that we could have a story in Italy. Like, if you take away the fact that he's Dio's son, there's nothing connecting Giorno to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you know? Like, Araki just wanted to do a mafia story in Italy, and that was it, you know? But with Versus, like, you know, he understands being the son of Dio, and now, like, he's not trying to live up to Dio or to Pucci. He's trying to kind of live up to himself, you know? He wants this greatness and this glory, not because of Dio, not because of Dio, despite the fact that he is Dio's son, you know? Like, he's not doing this for Dio or for Pucci. He's doing this for himself, because now he feels like he's entitled to it as the son of the great Dio, you know? But he is a little cocky. He is overconfident, and he's way too inexperienced, you know? But I kind of like how the episode plays with that, you know? Like, I actually don't mind his characterization, because it works in the context of, yeah, this guy, he's really trying. He's really trying, but he's in it for himself more than anything. So that's at least good. And I do like Pucci just being, like, just not caring about him, really, you know? Like, he literally only, he only views the Sons of Dio as a means to an end, you know? So, especially because he believes that, you know, that Jolene is that much better, and he needs Jolene and her destiny. You know, he needs her destiny to be stronger than his destiny, which is not how destiny works, but whatever. But he needs that in order to attain heaven, you know? I did like, that, you know, when Jolene escapes the plane, he just throws her into another plane. I thought that was clever. And then I like that, you know, that plane crashes into the first plane, but neither of them, you know, blow up or anything, because that's not how they were supposed to blow up, you know? And then, again, another thing of, you know, being clever, where, you know, I was saying, like, well, why don't you duplicate the seats, you know? But the seats are not really the important thing. It is the survivors, you know? So I thought that was really clever, that you duplicate the survivors so that you can basically meld into them, you know? Because if they survive and you're inside, you're good, you know? You basically use them as an invincible shield. So I like that. It was expected, because I knew, like, okay, it's got to be the stickers, because how else? But they did that in a very clever way. I don't fully understand how the kids showed up. Like, did they actually just randomly fall into the hole? Or did he grab him? When the hell did he do that? I don't know. Doesn't matter, because they did save them all. And I like, so it's basically you hide 3 of the kids in 1 survivor. Then Jolene unravels herself so much to hide inside of Hermes. Then Hermes hides inside one of those survivors. And then there you go. It's basically like a Russian doll, you know? And all of them are able to survive and get out. So that was good. And then, yeah, weather forecast. Apparently, he's evil. Okay. I guess I wasn't expecting that, but alright. And he's got some weird taboo power within his stand, which is rainbows. You know, normally those come after the great power, you know? That comes after the flood. Okay. I mean, it's fine. But yeah, I mean, this is an alright episode. This was alright. Okay, this was a good episode. I'm just not the most enthusiastic about it. I guess that's kind of where we are. But definitely, I think the prison setting was a much better setting for this, which is weird, because I didn't think it was going to be. At first, I thought, okay, we're going to stay in this prison for a while. I was like, well, I don't know. How much can you get out of that? But honestly, I think maybe because the stands weren't quite as ridiculous. And I mean, there were ridiculous stands. Sports Maximum stand is absolutely ridiculous. But even still, like, just between Netherworld, Bohemian Ecstatic, and Sky Guy, like, these, I don't know. And just because it's like, oh, they're the sons of Dio, but it's not like, what would be threatening is if you had evil Giorno, you know? Because Giorno was terrifying. Even as a good guy, he was kind of scary, you know? But yeah, these guys, I think it is because it's like, oh, these are the sons of Dio. But we've already seen a son of Dio, and he was the protagonist, mostly. He was the protagonist of the last season, basically. So, and he was, like, really good and really competent. He even beat Bucciarati in a fight, you know? And Bucciarati was insane. So, it was good. It was good. It's just, it's not... It's like, I've seen such great stuff from Stone Ocean, you know? That these last 3 stands, I'm like, okay, these are alright. Because even something like the guard with the stand, it's like, oh, I can make meteors crash, basically. I can pull in meteors towards myself. Like, that was, ridiculous, but at the same time, that was a brutal, great fight, you know? So I don't know. It's a give and take, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, that's it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright, guys, that's... What do I say? There's stuff on the screen. Click around to those. I've completely lost what I'm supposed to say here, so...